I'm already receiving a lot of calls and emails about the workshop that I'm developing to help prepare crane operators for the core exam. It's going to take me a couple of months to get that, or at least a month. I'm thinking at least a month to get that developed and available to you. I've got all the materials that I've used in face-to-face workshops, but I've got to get those materials onto the computer. I've got dozens of videos to make. It's going to be a video-based course. It's going to take some time to put that together in a way that's useful for you as you prepare for the exam. Again, at least a month, no more than 2 months before that class is developed and available. For those of you who are already interested in the core exam and needing to take the core exam pretty soon, I'm going to go ahead and provide you with some free study materials and study tips. It's going to be set up as a class on LoadChart Academy. To get to these free materials, go to www.loadchartacademy.com and you will enroll in a class like you would for any other class. And once you get enrolled, you will have access to these materials. Again, it is free. When you enroll, you're not going to be charged. You're not going to be asked to pay for anything. These are free materials for a limited time to help you out if you need to take the core exam before the full workshop is available. And what we have in here is an introduction, some information about the core exam. Everybody's got to take the core exam, 90 questions, 90 minutes. Some study materials and study tips. I would recommend everybody go to the candidate handbook. That's going to answer a lot of your questions that you might have about the certification process. I also recommend that anyone needing to take certification exams purchase this book. And here's a link to it right here. I'll go ahead and open this link. IPT's Crane and Rigging Handbook and Training Manual. And I recommend the training manual, the spiral bound training manual. The handbook is really small pages, hard to read. The pages won't stay open because of the way it's bound. That spiral bound format is much easier to work with, much easier to read and work with. And also the spiral bound training manual comes with a set of questions like you might see on the core exam. Another thing about this book, this is on the CCO list of study materials. Many of the questions you will see on CCO exams are taken from material covered in this book. The course that I'm developing, a lot of the material I'm going to present in videos will be based upon Garby's book. It's an excellent book, excellent resource. Also, here are some study tips. You can read through this. I'm not going to read through this to you right now, but you can take a look at this, some tips that might help you prepare more efficiently. A lot of the questions on the core exam, or really any of the CCO exams, are based upon OSHA crane regulations. I provide you with the OSHA crane regulations that I've translated into an easier to read format. Here they are. I think we've got 30 pages. These are the OSHA crane regulations for the construction industry only. Now there may be some questions taken from the general industry crane regulations, but most of it's going to be from the construction industry regulations. And the value in this is that the OSHA regulations are hard to read. I change it up a little bit to make it easier to read in this particular resource. Finally, some study materials. I've got 3 question sets available to you. Question set 1, 121 questions. These are questions like you might see on the core exam. And here are the questions. Here's the answer key for question set 1. Then question set 2, answer key, question set 2. Question set 3, answer key, question set 3. Now let me warn you, I've seen guys do this. All they want to do is study these questions, and that's all they do to prepare for the exam. That's not enough. There's an infinite number of possible questions based upon the material. I mean, there could be, I could write questions for the next 3 years and never exhaust all the possible questions that could be written. This is a resource you can use, but the most important resource is going to be the material that the questions are drawn from. The Garby book, the OSHA Crane regulations, that's going to help you more than just studying these questions. All right, those are some free resources and some tips available to you. Again, to access this, just go to www.lowchartacademy.com and enroll in the free class that's available.